Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss an important topic in chemistry: Ostwald dilution law, definition, derivation, and limitations. First of all, we are going to see the definition of the Ostwald's dilution law, the law that relates the dissociation constant of the weak acid Ka with its degree of dissociation alpha and its concentration C. Degree of dissociation is the fraction of the total number of moles of an electrolyte at equilibrium. So now we have to see the derivation of Ostwald dilution law. Now let us consider a weak electrolyte like acetic acid, CH3COH. On dissociation forms a CH3CO minus acetate ion and H plus ion. After the formation of these two ions, they form and they unite with themselves and forms a neutral acetic acid molecule. Therefore, there is an equilibrium between the neutral acetic acid molecule and dissociated cation and anions. Right? Okay. Now, we are going to write the dissociation constant Ka for these reactions. For the Ka, let us consider the product. First of all, acetate ion. Concentration of acetate ion CH3COO minus into concentration of H plus ion divided by concentration of the acetic acid CH3COH. Okay, this is the equation number 1. Then now we are going to make a tabular column. In the tabular column, first of all, acetic acid, then acetate ion CH3CO minus, then hydrogen ion. Okay. First of all, initial number of moles. Initial number of moles. For initial number of moles, it's well known that for any reactions at initial only reactants are present. It means acetic acid is present. The number of moles is equal to 1. These are not present, therefore dash dash. Then degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation that is equal to alpha. Here dash dash. Then number of moles at equilibrium. Number of moles at equilibrium is equal to initial number of moles equal to 1. Then degree of dissociation equal to alpha. Therefore 1 minus alpha. Here acetate ion is equal to alpha and H plus equal to alpha, because from the one molecule of acetic acid, one acetate ion alpha is formed. Also one H plus ion alpha is formed. Then concentration at equilibrium. Concentration at equilibrium. Okay. Then 1 minus alpha is multiplied with C. Also C into alpha. Also C into alpha. Now substitute the value of concentration at equilibrium in the equation number 1. It becomes Ka. In these equations, the acetate ion concentration and H plus ion concentration are present in the numerator and the concentration of the acetic acid is present in the denominator. Therefore, it's equal to C alpha into C alpha divided by 1 minus alpha into C. C cancel each other. Okay. Then Ka is equal to C alpha squared by 1 minus alpha. This is a mathematical form of the Ostwald dilution law. Now let us consider acetic acid CH3COOH is a weak electrolyte or weak acid. Therefore 1 minus alpha 1 minus alpha is nearly equal to 1. Therefore substitute this value in this equation. Therefore Ka becomes C alpha squared. Then alpha squared is equal to Ka by C. Then alpha is equal to square root of Ka by C. So this is the value of alpha in the Ostwald dilution law. Now we are going to see another derivations from Ostwald dilution law. Let us consider alpha is equal to square root of Ka by C. Now we are going to consider the two conditions. First one is alpha 1 is equal to square root of Ka by C, K1 and C1. Then alpha 2 is equal to square root of Ka2 by C2. Okay, this is equation number 3, and also this is equation number 4. Then divide equation number 3 by 4. Then we are going to get alpha 1 by alpha 2 is equal to square root of Ka1 by C1 divided by square root of Ka2 by C2. Then becomes alpha 1 by alpha 2 is equal to square root of Ka1 by Ka2 into C2 by C1. If concentration C1 is equal to C2, then this equation becomes alpha 1 by alpha 2 is equal to square root of Ka1 by Ka2. Students, this is a very important equation. This is used to solve the many question in the NEET exam. Okay, and then we are going to consider the alpha is equal to square root of Ka by C. It's well known that. Then it's well known that concentration of H plus ion is equal to product of concentration into alpha. Now substitute the value of alpha in this equation. Then concentration of the H plus ion is equal to C into square root of Ka by C. Then concentration of H plus ion is equal to square root of Ka into C squared by C. C cancel each other. Therefore concentration of H plus ion is equal to square root of Ka into C. This is another important derivation. Okay, now we are going to see the third case of the Ostwald dilution law. Let us consider the third case. Concentration of H plus ion is equal to square root of Ka into C. Then let us consider the two conditions. Concentration of H plus ion 1 is equal to square root of Ka1 into C1. Then concentration of H plus ion 2 is equal to square root of Ka2 into C2. Then this is equation number 5, and also this is equation number 6. Now equation 5 divided by 6. Then we are going to get concentration of H plus ion 1 divided by concentration of the H plus ion 2 is equal to square root of Ka1 into C1 divided by concentration of Ka2 into C2. Therefore concentration of H plus ion 1 by concentration of H plus ion 2 is equal to square root of Ka1 by Ka2 into C1 by C2. Okay students, now we are going to see the limitation. Okay, limitations. The Ostwald dilution law is only fit for Ostwald's dilution law is fit only for the weak electrolytes because for the case alpha is not equal to 1. The value of alpha is always less than 1. Okay, alpha value is always less than 1. For the case of strong electrolytes, the value of alpha is equal to 1. Therefore, it is not fit for the strong electrolytes. It's only fit for the weak electrolytes. Okay, students, this is a very important topic. Okay, watch it, use it. Thank you.